Hey everyone, it's John here to play some Immaculate Grid, going for that low rarity score. And the end time. Try to get it fast. I was a little slow yesterday. I think I was over a minute. And then rarity score really good. 11. I'm very happy with an 11 rarity score, but I was surprised at how not I still wasn't that surprised. Bob Welch, as it turns out, not that big of uh a get, if you will. He was about 6%. There were definitely better options for what it was A's and Dodgers. And I threw out some names. I was like, hey, Bob Welch, pitcher in the 80s, but I mean, he's a Cy Young winner. So there were definitely better options. In fact, my timed version was better. I went with former Milwaukee Brewers manager Davey Lopes as my um, athletic Dodger pairing. And that was only 2%. Bob Welch was 6. So interesting. Interesting little data point. Looked up some others that work a little bit better. Let's get into today. Let's see how I do. Let's share the screen and let's play Immaculate Grid, our favorite game. And once again, they went ahead and put out like a year in review for Immaculate Grid, which I thought was pretty cool. So check that out if you've got time. I guess this was yesterday's Rarity version. Yeah, there you see Bob Welch there up at 6%. This will be timed, and let's go for it. All right. Gary Gaetti works. That might have been too low. Also works here. Wally Joyner. Played catcher minute. That's a new category. Ooh, I remember this one. Willie Hernandez works. Kansas City, Detroit, Dean Palmer. Okay, played shortstop, minimum 1 game. All right, I'm gonna go with old Alex Gonzalez this one. I'm gonna go with um Cagney there. Oh, that's gonna be weird. All right, Steve Lyons will work. Sweet. Get your 1 game. Matt Noakes. Okay. Not a complicated category. It's just I hadn't seen it before. So I was a minute 5 on that. With actually 37 is a pretty good rarity score. I might actually struggle on the rarity score version to come up with people here. Man, Steve Lyons, that's a 2%. I knew he played every position. I know there's probably some others, but man, that's a tough one. This could be a tough grid. A lot of people aren't going to get this. Willie Hernandez over here at 4%. So I remember Cubs and Tigers. So I've got someone queued up for that. Dean Palmer might be as good as I can do here, though. Not as good as anyone can do, just as good as I can do. Let's see. I should have gone with like Ernie Banks. 3% might be as good as I get here. But minimum 1 game. So there's that at least. Um, gotcha. All right. This will be interesting. I don't know if I can do better than Gaetti though. We'll see. Stop share, start share, yesterday's grid, and hit refresh. So this is the one where we go with Mr. Germany Schaefer. I think Schaefer might have played shortstop actually. Um, let's see. Joe Tinker would work from the rhyme. Um, and I'm not sure I can name another shortstop for the Cubs until Ernie Banks. That's a long time. That's like 40 years. And then Larry Boa will work. Larry Boa was actually the Cubs traded for Larry Boa, and Ryan Sandberg was like a throw-in. So that's how I know Boa went from the Phillies to the Cubs and with Ryan Sandberg. But he certainly played shortstop. Sean Dunston will work. Jose Hernandez will work. Got a soft spot in my heart for Jose Hernandez. Jeff Blauser works. I think Mark DeRosa is going to work. Javi Baez is certainly going to work. He also would have worked there. Starlin Castro works. And then probably a whole bunch of other people that played a game at shortstop for the Cubs at some point or another. I'm gonna go Jose Hernandez. It's gotta be it. Okay, it's at least sub one. See, Bob Boone will work here. I don't know how rare that's gonna be. Let's see, for Angels catchers, Tigers catchers. There's a lot of great Tigers catchers. That one's not natural. I believe Rudy York was briefly a catcher before transitioning to first base. Um, that would come after Mickey Cochran, and then there's a big gap in there before Bill Freehand. Um, but I mean, there's been a lot of great Tigers catchers. You got Matt Noakes, Mickey Tettleton, Lance Parrish, Pudge Rodriguez. I want to say Girardi. See, actually, I'm not sure on that one. Um, what about Brad Ausmus work? He's kind of in that in between. I think I'm gonna go with Rudy York though. I'm very sure I read that he was a catcher at first. All right, so we get point two there. I think I'm gonna go with Hernan Perez. I'm pretty sure he's played every position. He's not played every position. I was wrong about that. Probably every position except catcher. Okay, bummer. Dang, well, I don't know what I'm gonna play with that. I think Steve Lyons was my best bet. All right, so I lose this particular round. Still try to close out. I'm gonna go with Brewers broadcaster Bill Schroeder. He caught for the Angels at the end of his career. I guess I can keep on that catcher theme here. Bob Boone only takes 2%, so that's all right. Apier also would have worked, but probably not as well because played for a long time with the Royals. We need someone with the Tigers and the Royals. That's gonna be 10. Man, maybe just throw Matt Stairs in there. How's he do? 4%, worse than Dean Palmer. Yeah, Gaetti was only 1%. That was actually pretty good. Um, not a ton of overlap. I mean, you have the LA Wrigley Field, so you have Wrigley Field is shared between the two. There's the thing. That was the original home of the Angels. Um, I'm trying to think, did Lou Burdette play for the Cubs at some point? Definitely played for the Angels and the Braves. Um, let's see. Ricky Henderson never played for the Cubs. Kenny Lofton never played for the Angels. Tim Raines never played for either team. Those are some of my frequent go-tos. I don't think Macklemore ever makes his way to the Cubs. Um, I'm thinking relievers here. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, Ray Sanchez. Why not? 0.5. And so the question is, what can I come up with? Can I come up with another Angel who also played for the Cubs, or can I come up with someone? But Steve Lyons was 2%. I nailed it, but I don't think I was going to come up with even another one. I knew Steve Lyons had done it though. Now keep in mind, they don't have to play all positions, but these are like limiting extreme ends of the spectrum. These are not positions that someone will usually do. What if Josh Gibson ever went out to shortstop? And if that was ever recorded, that'd be pretty cool. I could see that. Um, yeah, I could be out here all day trying to come up with Charlie Moore. He was pretty versatile. He was a catcher who went to right field. I don't know if he ever played shortstop. Probably not. I mean, Robin Yount was over there. What kind of person would I thought Hernan Perez had hit all the positions, but I think catcher was the exception. Um, but like, did Biggio ever play any shortstop? Like even a game? He seems like he might have. Why don't we go with that? I wonder what the whatever. Never did. All right. So let's see here. This is a tough grid, but apparently 427 people have done it. IKF is a common one. First of all, let's come up with some better for the Cubs and Angels. Was I right on? I was right on Burdette, so I should have gone with that instead of that Hail Mary. Jose Molina would have worked there. Played with his brother. No, I didn't play with his brother. I used his brother on the previous round. Hoyt Wilhelm works. Jonathan VR works. Okay, there's some options. Austin Romine. There's a lot of catchers here. All right, I'll try to internalize one of these people. Bobby Bonds played for the Cubs. I did not know that. Guess right at the end of his career. Save that for a rainy day. And then, okay, so they just selected these. I mean, I don't know if it's worth me going through 400 people of this, but lots of names on here. I just wasn't able to come up with any. I guess the most prominent, let's see, Joe Youngblood. I remember him. He was a Brewers base coach at one point. Brad Osmus, I guess, got out to shortstop. Good for him. BJ Surhoff, not surprising. Star as a catcher, moved to left field. He was kind of in the same vein that I was thinking of for Biggio, which of course was not right. Be interesting to see if see what else. Just a quick scan. Oh, I'm not logged into StatHead here, so they're not letting me see the whole thing. That's all right. That's all right. Okay. Well, interesting game. I think this will be one of the lower ones. Less than half of people have gotten this one, but that's not actually even that low. I mean, that's not even the lowest one on this grid. 38% for Kansas City, Detroit. All right. Well, fun game as usual. New categories, keeping me on the edge. So good job, Baseball Reference. You stumped me the second time. You stumped me. So I'll hit upload and you all have a good rest of your night. Peace.